Let's go. It's hype time, baby.
We are here.
I'm getting right into it, Ryan.
All right, number 10.
All right, number 10. No, guys, there's so much to talk about. It's hype list time. So actually, let me phrase it how my kind of jerk of a friend phrased it. 2 weeks from today, I will be done with HHN.
Oof.
That's a sad feeling.
That is sad. Hey, at least you get one more day than I get. So,
that's true. But
we'll see.
There's act like you're gonna.
There's the audible thing, whatever. But we'll see how it goes, Brian. How Premium Night goes. It's sold out, apparently.
It is. We are officially sold out. Premium Night.
I was trying to think. They said last year what their expected capacity was.
7,500 is what they wanted, and when we got there, it was at like 2,000.
Yeah.
And by the end of the night, I did hear they got into the fives, I believe, because so many people started coming.
Okay.
But not this year. People were, and I saw on the forums today, Ryan, people who procrastinated, and they were a little bit bummed that they missed out.
Well, and it's really dumb to procrastinate on this anyways, because the price went up significantly.
The price went up a lot.
It went up to $415 the last time I checked.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's $30, $40, something like that. So
yeah,
really for Horror Nights tickets, if you think you're going to go and you can make it work, you just got to go ahead and pull the trigger nowadays. So that's
absolutely.
How that goes. I mean, I wish that everyone that wanted to go could go, but
yeah. And for people who have a ticket and are nervous, what does sold out mean? It's still going to be a great time. Don't fret. Your money was well spent. It's going to be incredible, and just pace yourself, because I can guarantee you the end of the night is going to get those amazing
that's what I'm really planning for, Brian. I'm putting a lot of thought into my strategy.
So we got to have a whole episode on that, honestly.
Do we have time is the strategy.
We have less than 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I'm back on this couch. Literally, it's 9:47 p.m. on a Saturday night. In 2 weeks, I'll be right there done.
Now, Brian, do you have...
That's crazy.
I know last year we had an idea. We called an audible.
Yep.
But what house do you think you're going to want to go to first?
I can't... Ryan, we got to get through our hype list, because I don't know. I might throw it to my crew and say, I'm happy to go wherever you guys want to go.
Hatchet and Chains is what I'm thinking right now.
That's not a bad one. That's not a bad one.
I don't, because specifically, I'm trying to think what other people are going to want to go to.
Right. Because here's the thing.
Yeah,
it's going to be busy right out of the gate.
Yes.
So if you go to one of the houses that people aren't excited for, you'll still get that empty, experience. So
yes, and I'm like, you know what? I feel like people are going to be heading to Terrifier, Wyatt 6.
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's and Fallout. I think those are the ones that everyone's going to be running to first, and probably even El Artista.
I would even say there's a lot, and I would even say the fans of the event are going to be going to Jason. Just with the hype of Insidious. So
so what house haven't we? So that only leaves
Dolls,
Hatchet and Chains.
So Back at the Park is the move.
Yep.
But does everybody else know that? So are they going to start? Are all the fans going to go to the Back of the Park?
So the people I hear talking
forget
about
the hype list. We're
about
talking
premium the most.
Yeah.
Are the people that have bought Frequent Fear Pass with Express.
Mm-hmm.
They're not concerned. They're going for the premium night experience. And to experience the houses the first time, while it's still fresh. So,
True.
But I do not think that they're going to be strategizing to the point we are, because this is all we got. But for them, they have the entire season. So I think it's more what they want to experience first.
That's a great point. And with that, Ryan, let's kick off the best episode of the year, because it means we have everything. We get to talk about what we're excited for, and we're going to start with the most exciting news.
Yes.
That kind of makes us amend our last episode rant that one of us went on.
Yes.
Ryan.
Technically two of us.
So it was technically...
Special guest went on a rant, too.
Special guest was on board with the rant. Ryan,
okay,
Five Nights at Freddy's is coming to Halloween Horror Nights in a brand new way.
As
the pizzeria.
A pizzeria. You know what? It makes sense. Honestly, if you asked us what we thought they meant, we kind of thought that Freddy's would be there in some part, but
right.
Without it being officially announced at the time, we had to assume maybe that had fallen through. But here we go. It's here. You can go and experience Freddy's. awesome.
Is this just gonna be like a banner in Luigi's?
I also
Louis,
love that they like didn't say specifically where it was, and we're like, there's a pizzeria that's open during the event. Obviously, it's going to be over there. So
yeah. So the question is, how well themed is it going to be? Because that used to be my HHN tradition, was to go eat there. So, I'll take it. What do you think about this? We're 2 weeks out, and they just kind of didn't really even announce it. It wasn't in passing.
No, that's the thing, Brian, is that like, I know, like I've mentioned it to you. It's like, why do we suddenly have to like do deep dives in order to like find out official news of this event? Like, they announced these houses, and really, if you look at the announcements, the descriptions for these houses are 1-2 sentences, very vague. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, you'll see they do a convention, and then they give you full blown details of a lot of the houses and what's going to be in there. They'll show you behind the scenes artwork, and I'm like, why isn't this on the website? Why is this something that we have to really go searching for? And I mean, it's cool to have details. Like, I mean, I think back to the year that they had Blood Gulch, or was it Lightning Gulch?
The year I didn't go, the only year.
But I remember like they had details and all, but then it's like, hey, as a bonus before, we're going to do YouTube like videos, doing basic tours of some of the sets, and that like even more detail there. So and the thing is like, nope. Oh, go ahead.
I was good, and no podcast this year. So
and then they did like so far they've done one little like blog article about Hatchet and Chains.
Yeah, which was still honestly got me pretty high.
I know. I read it. I was like, oh, this is really interesting. I'm glad I'm seeing this. But yeah, like you said, it's like, now they've said that they might still release the podcast episodes, but we're less than 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
In previous years, it would be weeks ahead of time that they would be posting these things.
I'm going to be listening to it while walking in City Walk, trying on like 2 times speed.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm glad that they're giving us these details, and that Freddy's, like the bonus Five Nights at Freddy's content is coming, but I just kind of wish that this was all done with the announcements of the house.
Yeah. No, I agree. Just weird. Whatever. Who knows what happened? It's still, the whole thing is just weird at this point.
All right. Well, that was a great episode.
Thanks for joining, everybody.
Nothing left of note. Sorry, just checking my levels there.
Yeah,
I was getting also, a little bit in the red, Brian.
Some of the, I mean, I'm always in the red. I'm concerned when I'm in the green. You know. Yeah. So merch drop looked great, by the way. Some more merch coming out. There's some things I want to pick up.
Not an official like drop, but things are leaking out there. Yeah. So I mean, it all looks cool. So it's what you expect. Things to check out. There's nothing really so far that I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to have that. Yeah. Of course, I always end up with something. I'm excited to see what they end up doing for the Full House lineup shirt. Yeah. I don't think we've seen that yet. We did see the UOAP shirt.
That was pretty cool.
Which was pretty cool, which I will say, at first I thought it was the crumbling building.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's awesome. Then the more I looked, I was like, oh, it's more just that gargoyle type theme. So still cool, but not quite as cool as... Because I love it when they honor old HHN traditions. It's why, like, last year when they finally decided to rep Mel's Die-In, I was like, oh, I'm in. Yeah, because this is something that's not just 1 year. It's every year. So the merch drop is always an exciting thing. We still have food and drink offerings that haven't been officially dropped. We have the food booth going up.
Got announced in Hollywood, by the way. But what I was excited for that leaked in Hollywood a little bit that I regretted not getting last year was the Ghostbuster s'more.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The Jason s'more.
The Jason s'more, yeah.
Yeah, I got to get it. So definitely looking forward to some of the more food items coming, because that's a big part of Premium Night.
It is. I know we've discussed already, like, while I want to make sure that I do all the houses and probably do them twice, I do want to put more of an emphasis on the food and other offerings this year.
Yep.
To get a full Premium Night experience.
Yeah.
And also make sure you get some food early, because they ran out pretty early last year on a lot of the things. The s'more was one of the things that like was gone a couple hours in. Yeah.
So I'm getting some hype lists right now. I text the group and say, hey, it's hype list episodes. And one of these is, I had to double check that I didn't send my list.
Okay, wow.
So before we go on,
Brian, historically, our lists are pretty similar.
Historically, our lists are always exactly the same, which is why this episode is hilarious. We even tried to switch it up last year, and we started in reverse order, I believe.
Yeah.
So that was kind of exciting. But yeah, this year, I feel like it's finally time.
I think
7 years
in the
making.
Different.
It's going to be the most different it's ever been.
Yes.
Finally. And I'm not even going to do the bit for the new listeners because I'm just, it's old and tired.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I'm out of vamping. Is it just time to go? Can we just get to the good stuff? All right. I'm going to kick it off at number 10 if that's, are we doing it? Can I do it?
We're going to do it. Go ahead. Number 10.
All right. Ryan, for number 10, I just want to preface by saying I redid this list. It was a lot harder than I thought it would be.
Okay.
And I almost changed this when the new article came out. But number 10 for me right now is still Hatchet and Chains, has been the entire time.
Yeah.
So I honestly wanted to bump it up. And if number 9 wasn't what it is, I would have done it, but it just felt wrong. So Hatchet and Chains, number 10.
It's a little bit like mine as well. Like my number 9 for me really felt like my number 10. But there's just a couple things about it that just made it where I'm like, I can't have this last.
Okay.
So my number 10 is Grave of Flesh.
Wow. Okay.
And mainly just because
interesting.
It's got the least detail out of any of them. Like it's very difficult to kind of imagine it. Again, we say it all the time. They can do so much with so little. Right. So this isn't us saying that this for sure is going to be terrible or suck or anything like that. This is just like, hey, I don't really know. I could see this being a very claustrophobic, great experience.
Yeah.
But there's also lots of potential here for it to just be like, okay, so.
No, I think that's fair. And I think a lot of people got, burned with Museum. And this feels like it could go either way. It could be great, or we've said it before, it could be like a prison museum where it's fun, it's generic.
And if they release a podcast about it, giving more details or anything but when we think of horror nights, especially horror nights in sound stages, you think of big sets, you think of these, you don't think of dirt buried alive. Now, Poltergeist did have a wonderful use of that kind of space. I'm expecting something similar to that, but
to really, your point,
so one's got to be the bottom.
Why would that be in a soundstage, and why would Jason be in a location that would be better for a claustrophobic house?
Yes.
So interesting. It's an interesting call out.
Are we swapping back and forth, or you want me to go ahead and do 9? Okay.
Give me number 9.
So the main reason that's my number 10 is because my number 9, it should not be too much of a surprise, but I know you're going to be really mad, Brian, because my number 9 is The Horrors of the Wyatt Six.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
Okay.
Until you said I was going to be really mad. I was pretty confident that we had the same number 9, and I was about to change my light color.
Okay.
Okay.
I have no connection to this IP whatsoever. Mm-hmm. So I've watched the videos. I can see how it can be a house. The main reason that it's not number 10 is because of the creators and their passion. So I'm like, I'm giving it points like, hey, this could be really, really cool. But ultimately, it's just an IP that does not resonate to me. I don't think it's bad. And I know so many people are excited. A lot of people are stoked for this. I feel like people are going to run. This is going to be a really popular house.
It could be very popular. That's true.
But
and, I want to say, well, you're not connected to the originals, but you just dropped one of those to number 10. So
also even viewed as an original to me, I guess from the marketing materials that have been presented to me so far, this looks just like the Triplets of Terror.
Yeah.
All right, you got some murderers with animal masks.
Maybe it was supposed to come last year.
Maybe it was.
Ooh.
I've actually thought about that, where I'm like, maybe that was supposed to be it. But it's like I said, it's one of those things where I could go in and have a really great time. I admit that I'm not one of those guys that says that this isn't horror, that this doesn't belong at the event. I've seen the videos that people talked about. It looks like it could be a house. It is horror. It's just just after watching all that stuff, I still am like, legitimately, if let's say premium slammed, this is one that I would not be upset if I missed. I wouldn't regret it later unless it was like everybody, like an Insidious review.
It's everybody's top 3.
Maybe not even top 3, but like if it's I'm gonna do it, and who knows, I might do it and absolutely love it.
We need a stipulation on that. Special guest, think of a stipulation for Ryan. If the Wyatt 6 jumps 7 positions or more when he's done with the event, something's gonna happen. I don't know what, but it's something.
So
I honestly didn't expect it to be very high for you. You've been pretty. You haven't wavered on your thought on that one. And again, most people, that's being generous, is having a number 9.
And stoked for the people that are fans. That's awesome. And for the people making the event as well. Like, obviously there's something there. Obviously the passion's there.
Right.
Happy for them. Just,
But when it's an IP, half the allure of an IP is that connection and that love. Like,
exactly.
Some houses we'll talk about here in a little bit. So, now we could talk about that again, because spoiler alert, that one's a little higher for me.
I assumed. I figured that was going to be our biggest difference, probably.
Look at us being different. 2 out of the gate.
Who would have thought? I didn't.
This one could get me in hot water, but seeing somebody else have it in this position, and I thought maybe you would too. I don't know. It's just weird because I've asked for this one for so long, and I think I'm just burned from The Last of Us. But Fallout is just not my, I liked the game. I liked the show. I think it's great. I think there's tons of potential there. I'm just nervous after The Last of Us. And it's crazy because Last of Us wasn't a bad house.
I mean,
it was
I wouldn't say it bad.
Really great.
Yeah.
Scenically, arguably top as scenic as houses get, not in a soundstage. And if you liked the content, it was, it was really well done.
It just didn't feel like the game.
It didn't feel like the game.
It was one of the rare cases where I felt like California did it better.
Yeah, and that's what I'm worried about with Fallout, because they said it's show and game alike, right? So it just feels like we're going to kind of get the same thing there. But in that, I think it'll be good. I want it to surprise me. I think the costumes are going to be great. The scenic, I think, will be fantastic. But that's it. I'm just not, not the most hype.
It will be interesting to see what they're able to do with this property.
Yeah.
I'll talk a little bit more about it once we get to it. But
okay.
But yeah.
All right.
So what is your number 8, Brian?
My number 8. This one was higher, and I've heard some people kind of confused as to why I have it low. But I've kind of made my peace with this one. Dolls Let's Play Dead.
Oh wow. Okay.
Is at the bottom because I'm mad for 2 reasons, Ryan. The first one being, this should have been the Japanese character.
What's his name?
I don't know, but that house has looked great. He's coming to the event this year.
Yeah.
Right?
It is odd that they're selling his merch, but
it's that close, right? There's no way he's not in this house.
Yeah. Along with Billy.
And number 2, just again, the whole shrinking down thing, I didn't love it the last time they did it. To be fair, it was over a decade ago. Spoiler alert for anybody who might not know about this or expect, all I'll say is if we see the Vortex back as the Shrinker, it'll get some bonus points for me. Because I do, you go to a local haunt, you see them everywhere. I like them. I don't care. They're fun.
They're fun. Yeah.
So, it's weird to have 2 originals for me in the bottom 3. It's
IP lover over here.
I'm quoted as saying, the last few years that I'm not an IP guy and I'm here for the originals, but the last 2 years making me question who I am. Maybe I swapped. I don't know. There's 2 on here that are genuinely, I think, shocking, and that's, I think, the 9 the Fallout. Well, I don't. Maybe only one shocking that, especially Dole, is gonna be surprised at.
Yeah.
But the other one is Dole's being down low. Because the last Dollhouse was like top 3 for me.
I mean, it was a really good one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't believe Dolls is that low for you.
It's just I had to go. This year is so hard, Ryan.
Yeah,
I had to go with gut instinct.
That's what I did.
And I had to go with what was my top 10 last year.
Yeah,
and we saw some big wins and some big misses on things that but also it's Aiello's bad. I don't know. I'm hoping this climbs, and I'm just not that afraid of Dolls. I don't know. It's not what I'm most excited for.
So, my number 8.
Yeah.
At one point in time was probably my number 10.
Okay.
But it has grown 2 places because I have seen 2 of its movies.
Wow. Okay.
Number 8 is Terrifier. Which I will say I'm trying hard to find a way to watch the 3rd one. I watched the trailer today. Actually looks really good. Like, I'm hooked.
Guys, you heard it here. He's gone full Terrifier.
But the thing is this, is like, I will say, like, watching it, like, it's like, I'm excited that they have the 2 paths.
Yeah.
And like, I think that this is going to be, and also a side note, the fact that Art's going to be roaming.
So that's a big thing.
The more I thought about it, the more I'm like, and honestly, this is one that, I mean, as I get closer to the event, it might have climbed a little bit more just because, like, I'm excited, but I'm also like unsure with the graphic content of it as well, like how much they're going to go into it, because I don't know. It's like, this is a property I just feel very conflicted about in the first place, where I'm like, started off kind of like, I don't want to do it. It's fine. I'll do just to do it. And then I watched it and I was like, I kind of get it. It's good. Yeah. Kind of fun. But there are aspects of this that I don't want to necessarily experience.
Yeah.
I will say this, and I know she's going to be in there, but that little like girl,
yeah,
like just that imagery alone in the movies, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. I say I'll probably mirror a lot of this when I get to it, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
A year ago, this would have been at the number 10 for both of us. Easy.
Yeah.
But here we are, and it's not, and that's crazy.
And I'll go ahead and make a note here. My bottom 3 have pretty much been the bottom 3. I would say that they could kind of rotate positions depending on the day. This is kind of ultimately what I settled with. My top 3 and my bottom 3 were pretty much consistent across. The middle 4 kind of could rotate around depending on my time. But yeah, so Grave of Flesh, Wyatt 6, and Terrifier are my bottom 3.
That's a pretty heavy bottom.
Yes,
but...
and I'll go ahead and do my number 7 since it's already been talked about. Fallout.
Yeah. Hey, okay, not too far away, but still
for a lot of the same reasons. This isn't really a horror property.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see this IP. I like the show. It'll be interesting to see what they're able to do, but at the same time, it doesn't really do much.
Yeah,
to get me super excited. I am excited to experience it, but we'll see what they're able to do, especially in a Sprung Tent.
Yeah, and I don't know. Again, why is the claustrophobic one in the soundstage and this not? But hey, maybe they're going to lean into the vaults, which would be awesome.
We will find. Yeah,
that's great. I think this one has the most potential to climb for me too, because I have it down at 9, and I'm a little bit with you. Fallout and Hatchet have kind of been, anytime anything was officially confirmed, those were always underneath of it. So,
okay, yeah.
But yeah, this is already, look at us being different. All right, so that was your number 7. So I guess I'll go ahead and say another one I've wanted for a long time. Five Nights at Freddy's is coming to Halloween Horror Nights in a brand new way. This is specifically the pizzeria. Not the house.
We're ranking the pizzeria. Okay.
Yeah. If it was just the first few games, 100%, I'd have it higher. The movies are fine.
Yeah.
That's kind of being nice. I think it'll make a great house. I really do. I think it is. We've said it for years. It's a shoo-in to Halloween Horror Nights. Why have they not had it before? And this was honestly lower because it was based on the movie until I heard the details about the scale and the animatronics. And so this has potential to land top 3 if done really well. I think it could, but right now I'm like, eh.
Well, it's a scary property. And You talk about doing animatronics, doing big puppets. I mean, it works.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that they're going to change the pizza fries at all? Or brand them Five Nights at Freddy's pizza fries?
Maybe. I mean, be a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
I did want to say, Spence had a good call out on this, that Five Nights at Freddy's could be a lot of fun with the arcades.
Yeah.
Even though
the arcade's not going to be there?
Well, but I said the arcade is being used as a tribute store. All those machines had to go somewhere.
True.
Did they go into the house? It could be a very fun house.
Or is the tribute store that side themed to Freddy's?
Oh,
and it just have it be the arcade,
and they just in a brand new way in one killer event. SeaWorld reference for you there, Billy. All right, well, yeah, it's again solid. I'm scared that 7, 8, 9, 10 are all going to change once I get to the event, and that's good.
They probably will.
They by like significant. Going into number 6, I am cautiously pessimistic.
Cautiously pessimistic. Okay.
Yeah, just to bring it back from last year, I want Grave of Flesh to be so scary, Ryan. I want it to be, if they hadn't said what they said about Jason Universe, I wish the Insidious team was doing this house.
Yeah.
As soon as I found out they weren't, and it's not going to be this year's Insidious, it actually went from like top 3 down to the bottom for me. This could be like we said, this could be where museum.
Yeah.
It could just be generic and fine, and most people were like, not a soundstage. And again, I go back to Prison. You know, we've seen.
Yeah.
Look, guys, the big old school fans out there, Psychoscarapy, you know, they're fine. They were the newer ones were generic. They're, you know, so we just because it's at a soundstage doesn't guarantee it's great.
Yeah.
I believe Resident Evil was in a soundstage. So are we going to get a pause room in Fallout? That's the real question. Okay. That's
you
all
can
I
get
have to
one
say.
in Fallout and Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, bring back the pause room, guys. That is the only good thing from that house. All right, Ryan, where are you at?
My number 6 is Gulkin.
Okay. Interesting.
Honestly,
lower than I expected.
Well, the thing is this, Brian, I would say at this point, this is I definitely these are in the good side now.
You guys heard it here. Ryan thinks Gulkin sucks.
I said it's in the good side now.
He said it is nowhere near the Yeti.
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
I know very little about Viking monsters, so
yeah.
But I mean, excited about it. I mean, it's got a lot of potential. This one is actually, I think, one of Leah's most hyped.
Yeah,
it fits well in a sprung tent. This could have the potential to be a number 1. Who knows?
Yep.
But ultimately, just again, not knowing much about the details of it. Again, when it was announced, I looked up. I was like, okay, let me figure out what this monster is and its lore, like with Monstros.
Yeah,
and it's
it could be.
It's just like Norse monster, and I'm like, oh, okay. So basically, we know it's Vikings and we know it's monsters. Okay,
yeah, great.
With that detail, you know, the very descriptive detail.
Yeah,
you know.
And we said it. It's winter. It's monsters.
But I can imagine what it could be, and that's why it's at number 6. It's like I don't know much, so it's low, but I'm excited about it, so it's 6.
Yeah, absolutely. And any house that is winter monster themed, we're here for. And I just want to, since we're here, Gulkin, which however you say it, I can't believe isn't higher for me. It's my number 5.
Okay.
But I'm with you. We're getting into that territory. And I know that at least one of our regulars is just shocked at every number I say that isn't one of the ones I haven't said yet. And I'm trust me, I didn't expect it either. But this one, in any other year should be number 1. Honestly, I genuinely think, and in a lot of other years, this would be my number 1 most anticipated. It has everything I want in an HHN style house on setup, and with things we know they do well, proven to be in my top 5 again and again and again.
Yeah.
So I you know, maybe we're in that era, we're getting older, and I like different stuff now. I just, you know, not a lot of people were a fan of Blood Moon. I loved that style. I loved that take on a house. And so maybe that's what's changing. I don't know.
Maybe that's what we'll end up getting. My number 5, I feel like, is the perfect spot for this next one for me.
Okay.
Because again, it's like we're in this thing where I'm like, it's got so much potential, but I'm really unsure with some of the decisions they've made. So my number 5 is Jason Universe.
Okay. All right.
Why is it in Fast and Furious?
Yeah. Why
is it based off the
kid show?
Is it based off the movies? It's not based off a specific movie, but it has locations from some of the movies.
It's a big concept.
It's done by the Insidious team, which makes me excited. But again, it can't be that long.
Right.
But who knows? They're saying that the tribute store is the biggest it's ever been, so maybe this is the biggest Fast and Furious house. Who knows? I don't know how space and time work anymore, but yeah, I mean, like, I'm excited to do it, but you don't really have too much detail of what am I walking into, besides, like, I'm fully expecting a very blank house with just a lot of Jasons.
I mean, and that's the only fear here is I'm a little worried that the fans of Insidious were a little too loud about the curtain room, and we're just going to get 25 Jasons in black curtains, which
Murdy just got really excited. You guys love curtains now?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I think all your points are fair on that.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's number 5. It's not a bad spot to be on the list.
You're saying
I'm excited about
going into the event. You can only do half the houses. This is one you're going to hit.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of four. Should I say my number 4?
Do it.
Rob, this one's for you. I can't believe Terrifier's in my top 5, Ryan.
Well,
but
look at that.
I couldn't be more excited for this house because
obviously you could.
I mean, I could.
It's number 4.
Yeah, true. I could be a little fine. I couldn't be more excited for this house based on my opinion on it last year.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
If that makes sense. Because here's what I think we're going to get with this house. I think everything you said is right.
Yeah.
It's going to be scary. There's going to be roaming Art the Clown. And again, like, I've seen Art the Clown at local haunts. He fits right in with all the others killers. It's a good time.
Yeah.
He's funny. He's charming. He can play both. He can be creepy. He can walk that line. And that's why I think it's a good fit too, because, you know, it's like Ash vs. Evil Dead. It's for the people who aren't afraid. And that's exactly where I'm going with this house, Ryan. This has potential. And I got a little bit of it last year with Sweets to just finally have a super fun house again.
Yeah.
I want to be scared. I want to be grossed out. We're going to get soaked. It's going to be honestly over the top for the better or worse.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of here for that. And it reminds me of houses that we used to go through that weren't genuinely scary, but just were so much fun. I mean, I'm going all the way back. HR Blood and Guts, right?
Oh yeah.
Like,
love HR Blood and Guts.
Just a blast. Meats, whatever the meat cleaver house was the first year I went. Just downright fun. Like, and that's in all the realms. So I'm here for it. I want Blood Moon Red. I want the whole house to just be overwhelming. And with the water and everything, I think it has possibility, and I hear people on the forums, there's fans, Ryan.
Yeah.
Talking about not doing the wet path. Like, what?
I mean,
everyone got soft. I'm doing it every single time. I don't care.
I think I'm going to start off with, when I'm doing it with Leah, I'm going to probably do the dry path.
Okay. Hey, spoiler alert, Leah, I'm going to do this house with you all, and I'm going to force Ryan to do the wet path.
She's not going to let me leave her side, so she's going
to have to get soaked.
Now are you going to wear?
We're going to have overhyped this. It's going to be like.
Are you like team poncho?
What? No, it's like the people who go to water ride with a poncho. What are you doing?
Yeah.
We're going to start on this. We're going over. Okay, anyway, Terrifier's number 4. I'm so excited. I honestly would go to this house first, Brian. I am that excited.
But Brian, that's a classic mistake. You don't start off the season doing the thing you want to do the most.
Most anticipated though.
Well, actually, speaking of houses that we want to do first on premium nights, my number 4 is Hatchet and Chains.
Hey, all right. This list, not only going down in history on Ryan and Brian's Excellent Halloween Horror Nights podcast as the most divisive, different, whatever. The largest gaps between, because we've had some where we're like one off, where it's like, okay, fine, we weren't 10 through. Some of ours are like as far away as they could be.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. Yeah. Once I saw, I was like,
that's where we're at.
Hey, but for me, like, I'm very excited to do this house. I loved, like, this is one of my favorite parts of Slaughter Cinema 2. Always loved it. So excited when it was rumored, excited when it was announced. And even after seeing the blog post, I'm like, oh, I'm even more sold now.
The blog post, for those of us that have it at the bottom of our list, we were all kind of like, oh no, is this good?
But that's that's any Halloween Horror Nights house. The more they go into the details and all like that, you're gonna love. I'm sure Grave of Flesh for me, like when they release the thing of it, I'll probably be like, okay, you know what? Maybe this one's higher.
It's just 30 minutes of buried noises, like ground dirt and.
But yeah, I'm really excited. I think it's cool, the whole like demon aspects of it, and them changing throughout the house. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be cool.
The burning from the inside, something that I didn't see a lot of last year that I really wanted from 2 years ago. Is that right? Dueling Dragons. There was a lot of cool effects in Dueling Dragons that they can't get away with in haunted houses because they just don't fit the vibe.
Yeah.
Would love to see some of that come back with some of this, the whole burning from the inside. We've seen some really cool costume pieces on people involving lights and effects. So again, I think it could be really great. I will say, when I say I wasn't excited for this one, I went through Slaughter Cinema 2, I don't know how many times, Ryan.
Yeah.
I went 5 times last year or 4 times last year, premium recipe store. I had to go back and look up what scene it was from that. So honestly, it has the most room to grow for me. But again, look at us already having 2 completely different directions we're going.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen opening night. Our only inkling is going to be employee preview of what direction people go.
Yeah. And my number 3, Five Nights at Freddy's. Yep. You've already said it.
It's high. That's a high one for you.
It's just because it's an IP. It's a big IP.
Check.
It's in a soundstage.
Check.
You've got kind of like dollish, like toy, like animatronics.
Animatronics. Check.
Like all things that I just naturally like.
Yeah.
Relate to and like
great environment with a great environment. Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm like, you know what? Ultimately, I felt like an IP needed to be in my top 3, and between this and Jason Universe, I'm like, okay, this one I'm definitely like very excited to do. Look forward to it. Again, I kind of wish it was the games versus the movie, but I mean, it makes sense. The more people saw the movie, if once they slap game on it, less people go.
Yeah, and I'm hoping maybe there's some, there were some Easter eggs in the movies. Hopefully they'll do some of that. But again, this by all accounts, objectively should be a top 3 house.
Yeah. Well, have you done your 3?
My number 3. This would be number 1.
Oh no.
Any other year? Artista, A Spanish Haunting.
Oh man.
Not my number 1 or 2, which I'd have to go back and look, Ryan. I don't have an original in my top 2. And that's crazy considering this is the team behind 2 of my favorite houses in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
But Blood Moon, while I loved and I thought it was incredible, and mixed with Dead Man's Pier, I know, again, I kind of know, and I'm just looking for a little bit of that mixed with the big scares. And Blood Moon and Dead Man's, both gorgeous, both amazing stories, amazing tones. They both lacked that scare factor.
Okay.
And
that is true.
This feels like the one that could do it. This feels like the one that could bring it all together. The facade talk, all of it. I mean, it has all the makings
multiple
to be
facades.
Yeah. I mean, this should be standout number 1. But yeah, it's number 3. It's, I told you, it's the hardest list I've made.
Yeah, I actually thought that was gonna
it should
just shows how excited you are for some of the other things. But man, you and I don't share number 1 and any 1 or 2. Usually,
which that might be the first time in our 7-8 year history ever.
So I guess I'll go ahead and do my number 2 then. All right, Dolls, Let's Play Dead.
Wow, I need to hear it. Why is it so high?
It's high for me because I naturally just anything doll related. I mean, come on, Puppet Theater, Dollhouse of the Damned.
If you guys know Ryan, it's actually not surprising that this one's higher, but
and then like Doll Factory as well. So it's just naturally that's something you bring dolls to the event. I'm sold. I do agree that there are some concerns about the shrinking down and just having the things be this. But if they do it in the other way where you're really small and other things are big, then I think that it could be really cool. Just ultimately, I'm like, hey, any other year, this would be my number 1.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that there's something. Well, I guess at this point, there's no surprise. El Artista is my number 1.
Yeah. Not, I mean, valid. Like
it shouldn't
warranted.
be. It's not a surprise. I think you could have predicted that beforehand. But so like, I mean, Dolls is great, but I mean, El Artista. I mean, everything they're saying about it is, and because ultimately to me, it's taking Dead Man's Pier and Blood Moon and mixing it with Dead End.
Yeah. So
and I'm like, you're taking some of my favorite things ever and
it's the best houses should be number 1, but like 100%. But yeah, so 2 originals in the top 2. We kind of are switching here.
I know.
I mean, I'm the IP guy now. What happened?
It's weird. This year for me, honestly, like, it's funny because like a lot of people are talking about how this year is like one of the strongest IP years, which I can't really deny, but it's all IPs I don't really jive with. It's there are things that I'm like, oh yeah, like I could see why everybody says that, but for me, honestly, I'm like, it's a very weak year IP for me.
Yeah.
But which is weird because honestly, if you just called it Friday the 13th instead of Jason Universe, I probably would be like, oh my gosh, this is number 1. I can't wait.
If it wasn't so wonky with the change and the new look, and we don't know exactly, and the location, there's enough. There's enough to give you doubt. And I'm afraid of that doubt because this is my number 2, Ryan. Okay. Let me clear the air real quick for everybody's like, the guy who says, I don't go to HHN to see the things I can see down the street in local haunts. That's true. And you know what I'm tired of seeing at local haunts is Jason Voorhees in the same cabin, in the same place. You know what you don't see is all of the Jasons.
There you go.
Ryan, I kind of have to put a like. If Jason in space is in this house, it's number 1 on my list. I'm sorry. There's nothing anybody else can do.
What number is Jason in space?
10, I believe. Ooh. Jason X. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to watch now, all of them before.
I don't remember if they got to X or like fair, or if they just were like, it's Jason X now. We're just gonna, because they do Jason in Hell, Jason in Manhattan, Friday 13th. Yeah. 2 of my buddies are watching through all of them right now, so they'll be able to give me that definitive
I'm on
list.
number 4.
Yeah. So, and they're, I mean, they're campy, they're fun. They were an answer to Halloween, just to, get on the hype. I love Jason. I've loved him more than Michael Myers, just because he was a scarier Michael Myers.
Yeah.
I liked Michael Myers. But Jason had the terror, like Michael was the eerie, creepy, like knife. Jason's messed up, man. Like that movie
Jason just likes to kill everybody.
Jason just likes to kill
everybody. Like I'm watching
everybody.
this, I'm like, why is he so mad? Like he doesn't even do it. He just like, I'm just like gonna like kill everybody. Yeah. Versus like Michael Myers, the more I watch Halloween movies, the more I realize he likes to play with his and I'm like, he like sets them up in little things and all. I'm like, really? He's just like a set designer in another life. Like, he's a Halloween Horror Nights creator, just in another life.
Now I will say, obviously, Myers has the better theme music, but like Voorhees, the like that whole thing is great. And he's deserved to have his own house.
True.
At this event.
100%.
I'm giving him his time. And this was lower. Only one thing shot it up from mid-range to 2, and that's the team that's behind it.
Yeah.
If this is Insidious meets the second half of Black Phone, and I get to see every form of Jason, by the way, avid fan of the game, what I loved about the game was you were in, for people who haven't watched the movies that are just now doing so, like, all I hear is they're like, oh my God, it's like, I know all these locations because they nailed it so well in the game.
Now watching, I'm like, oh yeah, they're in this place now.
Yeah, so seeing all the characters in the game, I loved it. Like, what if they just, Ryan, I haven't even said this yet because I'm so nervous, but if we get to see the special edition of Jason that was in the game, that was not in any movie, that they just coincidentally put a model out that is for purchase, I'm going to mark out hard. I'm going to be, this could be
all things that honestly would make it skyrocket, in my opinion, too.
Yeah. So
I'd buy the shirt. I'd buy the shirt.
Yeah. I'd buy the shirt. The merch is great. I'm getting the mug. Sorry,
there you go.
Family. I got to hide it. But yeah, so number 2, which leaves me with my number 1. This one was hard, but you combine 2 of things that I followed my entire life, and that's wrestling and Halloween. And I for 10 years have said, I can't believe they did an Undertaker house, and I'll never get to see that. And here we are seeing the modern day. This house could suck. I'm going to say it. It could not be good. I don't think that's possible with the amount of love they've put into it. But it could miss. It could miss.
I would say the worst I think that this house could be would be very niche. Yeah. Like, it could be like, oh, everybody that's a casual or even not a super fan could just not be for them. And it's only for the super fans. And then it's like,
which is fine, because if it is, that's going to land heavy for us. So very excited. Honestly, Ryan, there's our top 10. I had a hard time with this. And when I say that some of these are like 0.1 away from each other, like,
again, for me, it really the top 3, bottom 3, and the middle 4. Like, you take any one of those groups and you could flip it around.
Yeah.
I would say besides El Artista, once I saw it announced, I was like, this one's going to be my number 1 unless something really big changes. They announced the Jaws house. Still time.
50th anniversary. Ryan, 2 weeks from now, we're back home. We're having a great time.
I'll still be there, but.
What? Oh, okay. Well,
not at the event, though.
Not at the event, but I would just go with me on this. What house in your top 10 would be the most shocking to see go up, and what would be the most shocking to see go down?
I would definitely have to say going up would be Wyatt. Just naturally, it's like a low one, and I could see that one skyrocketing. Grave of Flesh, wouldn't be surprised to see it skyrocket. But there would have to be so much that the Wyatt 6 would have to do in order to get me to like it, because I would say this, what it has going against it is I'm not the big like killer.
Yeah.
Like, that's not my type of horror. I do like Halloween and like Jason for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because in my mind it's like supernatural killer. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, no, he is.
So, like, because I very much vibe with supernatural horror more than I do with just, like, the killer. Actual, so that's why I'm like, this killer, is, like, I don't really connect to the IP. Yeah. And it's, even in the IP, it's killers.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing is if they really lean into the WWE-ness of it, like, if at some point you walk in and you're, like, in a ring or something like that, that'd be awesome. I'm sorry. Yeah. Or if they include larger WWE lore inside of it. Yeah. Things that, because, like, I do know some of that stuff. I grew up playing a lot of the games and things like that. So
so if you see something familiar, it could be fun.
It could get me in there. And then of course, like, I'd be shocked if El Artista's not in the top 3.
So that's mine. If it it's still number 3 for me. If that is not in the top 3, that's gonna be
their thing to fail.
That'll be they struck gold twice, and they need to change up.
Hopefully I'm just not overhyped on that one. That's the only thing. But I will say that they've leaned into some of that hype. So
they did. They've leaned into a lot of the hype on 2 or 3 of these. That makes me nervous. Artista would be hard to see drop. And then for me, I won't be surprised if Hatchet goes up in my list very quickly. Fallout would be interesting if it landed in top 5 for me. I would be
That's
really
another
shocked.
one that I could see it going up a little bit. But if it landed in the higher, like, top 3 or 4.
Yeah. Okay. Let's rank scare zones, Ryan. And by that, I'm going to start by saying I have the street experiences ranked over all of the scare zones.
Yes.
And that's Mel's Dying Zombies and Club Horror, I think.
Of course.
Are just going to be more fun. I don't know. Sue me.
I have to look up what the scare zones were again.
Here, let me help you. There's there's only one that matters. Cat Lady of Crooked Lane is number one. Everything else isn't. What do you want? The pumpkins are in the trees. Confirmed. Don't even care. Spoiler.
There's a whole house there now.
I'm so excited. Everything else, I don't care.
Or I guess we got to rank the shows too.
Masquerade, and Lagoon Show, number one. No one's shocked. Oh man, sorry. I put on some music and Bray Wyatt's theme just came. It's gonna be number one.
Yeah.
The Fireflies, Ryan.
I'm
getting chills. I'm getting chills about this.
I'm happy for you.
I'm so excited for this. I can't believe it.
When I was looking at my hype list, I was like, definitely it's going to be up top for him.
Yeah.
But I'm glad.
For a while, but man, this music and I got to go to WrestleMania last year, Royal Rumble this year. We got to do part of the fire. We had just started coming back to watching wrestling when Bray was really blowing up. So it means there's a lot of connection, right, with friends and a big part of the life. And emotionally, I've been a closeted wrestling fan my whole life. So actually just coming out and talking about it is exciting. But
man, I could see it being something that I get into again at some point. I liked it when I was a kid. I was all but it's like a lot of things. So you grow up, you lose track of things. You're like, oh, that's still going on.
That's still right. That's most people's reaction is, oh, it's still. And you forget again. We talked about this in the 90s, 2000s. It had this weird stigma. Now it's again, the Unreal. I sent two of my buddies who were trying to find out more about wrestling just quickly before they go to the event. If you're not a fan, watch the Netflix Unreal series. It literally pulls back the curtain almost too far as a wrestling fan who loves the behind the scenes and tells you exactly how everything is done. Nice. And they shoot it and they show it. And it's fascinating. But yeah, so I don't know. As of right now, even the people, I've seen this across the board. Usually I say it every year. Oh, this year looks great. People are calling this a stacked year, Ryan.
Yeah.
The details in the scare zones we're seeing, the shows, the roaming actors,
I would say
the next all-timer?
So Brian, and I know that I'm in the minority of this one. I think it was 27 was the year I said was the best all in all year. As far as, because the houses were all in all good. There were some all-timers there, but also you had some great shows and you had some great scare zones as well. 28, in my opinion, still has the best house lineup. But this one, for the first time in a long time, I'm excited about the whole event and not just houses. It's not right. For me, going to premium, it's not I need to do 30 run-throughs.
Yeah.
I'm oh no, I want to do the houses because I always miss, what I miss the most.
Yeah.
But I want to experience the rest of it as well.
Right. No, and that's the first time the last few years we've talked about. It's why I do the Rest in Peace tour and it was to see houses.
Yeah.
Because there was no need to see the rest of the event. And our poor tour guides would try to, get the, hey, you got to go see this show or you got to go do this. And then it's nah,
Yeah.
So I don't.
Hey, every year you gave them fair warning. You would say, hey, I need somebody.
I need someone who's ready to go.
Yeah. You're I want premium night on a regular night.
Well, that's hype.
Yeah.
We got less than 2 weeks.
Yeah. That's the weird thing, Brian, is we're going to be there in less than 2 weeks. Like you said to start off, it's in 2 weeks, you and I will both be done with Halloween Horror Nights for the season.
That's crazy. That's absolutely before September.
But it just means that more time to get hyped for the next season. We can start season 8 in September.
Hey, guess what? It doesn't matter because they already told us that the originals are already approved for next year. So
that's also true. Brian, we can record a review in 2 weeks.
I can't. It feels too close, and also as someone who's not going to bed till 3 or 4 in the morning with a newborn, very far away as well.
Hypothetically, we could record our review before opening night.
We could, yes.
But
we're not those people.
No,
and we're not going to do it.
Spoilers.
But we could. As we sit on, one episode that's not up yet, doing the hype episode, we outdate ourselves. Man, I am excited. I will just say, and like the stores are starting to get stuff out. As someone who's been a big supporter of bring Halloween a little forward, let's get it into September.
Yep.
I'm not afraid or offended or scared to say like, well, we can push it a little bit, you know. Like,
we broke out the fall candle already.
It's pretty hot. I say, I got mine right here, but I'm not getting in them. I'm still having trouble getting in the mood. It was 103 today, Ryan.
It's hot, but I am ready for it to start cooling down. We got a little bit of a fake fall here in Savannah, a week ago, and I'm like, you know what? My hot tub's calling my name here soon. I want it to cool down.
Here's the play, Ryan. You go through Terrifier twice, actually 3 times because there's 3 movies, and then straight to Gulkin. So you get just frozen, you know?
Yeah.
If they're like blasting the AC, that's it.
So
I'm
going
to be dry by the time you get there because
I'm
Florida.
Not firm. I'm down to do whatever in the beginning. I do think Hatchet and Chains, especially since it's low in your list, I think that would be a strong start.
Yeah, here's my fear. Last year I was okay starting low because I knew I was coming back. This year, premium, I'm going opening night.
Yeah.
So I'll get to open and close on what I want. But we're really only getting one night for the first time in a long time with no guarantee of doing every house a ton of times, especially with it being sold out. You know, is it a 30-minute line does make a difference on a night like this.
Yeah.
But we are going to get pulsed. But there's a chance I might just want to go see the good stuff, you know, but
you're hitting LRTs to first.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not that one. I'm fine with. I can go that one first.
That would be a good one. Okay. I guess so. There are 2 paths you could take. You could do left or right.
Yeah. Wet or dry.
Well, I'm not Terrifier. So I was trying to think, and in the soundstage pathway, which one would be the one with the lowest line to do first? And it would definitely be Grave of Flesh.
Yeah, I think so. So that would be a good one to start.
Actually, there's an argument for Grave of Flesh being first.
How do you say his name? Hamikuma? Hamikuma? I don't know. Oh I also want to go to Halloween Horror Nights Unleashed in Vegas.
Yeah. I've watched videos.
Oh, he's at Midsummer Scream right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so we should get some more details tomorrow night.
Yeah, maybe the podcast are launching tomorrow night.
Yep. Maybe.
Oh. Interesting. Is this from? Sorry, I'm now following updates from this. No. Okay. Right, I'm exhausted now. I'm so glad we're not doing the second episode. Because, guys, we got a lot to do.
Yeah.
And Ryan's got a surprise for all of us.
I do. So, been working real hard on it. Excited.
Literally, who's asking? Sorry. This is a post. Wet versus dry. I know. Does anyone know what the actual entails? Okay. Yeah. At least I did read something that made me laugh. That was all the Hollywood people are like, all these Orlando stands complaining about which one they're gonna do. Murdy was like, "You don't get a choice. You're gonna get wet in mine," which is great. That's how it should be. Oh man.
All right. Well, that was the hype list. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Yeah, I'm
Stay
so
tuned
excited.
for more content. Might come out after the event.
It's very possible.